Hey everybody, Corey here for another video. Obviously, I don't know why I say that. I've changed my setup a little bit. So you're getting a little bit more of my desk, some of my monitors. Unfortunately, I haven't moved those out of the way. My TV over here. But I just want to kind of change things up and play around with some views and whatnot. So this is kind of this is my workspace. This is uh, my magic practice space. This is where I do my 9 to 5 job space. This is my space. But anyways, the video that I wanted to go over today, or what I want to talk about in the video today, is about magic forums. I've done a previous video on magic clubs and if they're necessary, and with the recent events of the last couple of weeks now, I think, with the Magic Cafe being down, as of this recording, it's Saturday, July 16th, and the Magic Cafe is still down. You can get into it, but there's a warning saying that there's a problem with the operating system that needs to be reinstalled. So my question is are Magic forums at this point dead? I remember back in 2008, there were so many Magic forums. So many. Obviously the Magic Cafe was a big one. I was very active on the Magic Cafe for a long time. And there was the Magic Bunny, I think is what it was called, based out of the UK. You had membership ones like the Second Deal. Illusionist had a forum. Theory 11 has a forum, but when you go through, other than the Magic Cafe, when you go through and look at some of these forums, there's almost no activity. And, I think a lot of that's been replaced a lot by social media and kind of just our new way of communicating. We've got apps that we can use to chat with people, and we can join lives on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all these places that we can connect with each other. And not only that, now in the pandemic age, or post-pandemic kind of, Zoom and Google Chat, and places where we video chat and we're constantly communicating. And for me personally, I haven't used a Magic forum in a long time. And I think you've got a whole younger crowd that's not using it. And if I were today to say, I'm going to launch a Magic website and have some kind of support, I wouldn't have a forum. I would use something like Discord or Slack. Even me personally, even though it's not a forum, it's not really, my intention wasn't really as a forum. I guess it kind of was, but as a chat, my Discord that I have out, Magic in the Moment, it was the whole thing is like, hey, let's just, have casual conversation. We do video chats, Magic Mastery. We've got the Facebook group where we talk, but, I really, I pushed a lot for and recommend quite a bit to Stephen Bridges. Like, hey, let's get a Discord. Let's get this out there so we're always able to chat. It's not like a Facebook group Facebook message where it just gets annoying. You can kind of set up how you want. You can chat if you want. You can drop in. You don't even have to join if you don't want. And that's like the new way. I can't think of any reason, personally, to get on a Magic forum anymore. The Magic Cafe is a toxic dump. It always has been. The amount of negativity on that website alone, that if Facebook or Twitter were overseeing it, would have been shut down ages ago for some of the behavior that takes place in that forum. The moderation doesn't exist, quite honestly. So, and then you have other forums that, at least back in the day, used to be very strict on what was going on. Um, but I don't know if to me personally, I think the Magic Forum is dead. I think you're going to have a couple that still exist. I know there's the Pebble, which I'm not a part of. I actually would love to join. I just need to find a sponsor to get on the Pebble. Um, but for the most part, like, you don't see a lot of activity. I think the Genie still has a forum. But I think with our younger people and the more tech savvy people, we're all wanting something better. And forums were great back in the day. They were great back in, you know, the mid 2000s, early 2000s, mid 2000s. That was what came after, like, the bulletin board system, the BBS back in the day. And sometimes I do feel like Magic has a problem with evolving with times and with things. Magic is very slow to adopt new technology and to just change things up. Going from tape to DVD, Magic was slow on that take. People like to say Magic was really quick to adopt DVD, but they weren't. And then they never made it to a Blu-ray, which I can't blame it. DVDs are already a ridiculous price point the way they are for Magic DVDs. But going to digital, it's been a rough transition. And I think that's where a big, problem is with our Magic communities. And we still have people who are running forums that are looking at forums saying, this is Magic. This is where Magic has always been, and this is where it's going to outlive everything. And they're not looking at other resources. I know it sucks to have a large community. The Magic Cafe has a large community. But honestly, if they were to go in and look at the users on activity alone, last time they posted and said, we're going to purge everyone who hasn't posted in the last few years, their membership numbers would drop drastically. The amount of people you'd see on there would drop drastically. If they were to moderate and say, we're gonna stop people being mean, like horribly mean to other people, there goes another large population of people. And like, part of me would hate to see the Magic Cafe go away, because it is such a big part of the Magic industry and community. And there's a lot of people that is how they communicate with magicians. But it's kind of like JCPenney. JCPenney is a company that they've been around for a long time, and they start to change a little bit, and their dying fan base, their dying customers, the ones that aren't going to be around for another 10 years, or after another 10 years, complain. And JCPenney is like, oh, nope, we're going to go back to the way it was. And now JCPenney is on the verge of completely going extinct, because they're worried about pleasing a small minority of people instead of progressing into modern time. And I think, that's the way that Magic is with forums. That's the way it is with the Magic Cafe. Honestly, they need to do cleanup. They need to look at their stuff and see how many truly active users do they have, and how many, after the Magic Cafe comes back, are going to return. It's sad, but it's kind of the way it is. But that's it for this ramble. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you want to go ahead and comment down below, give this video a like, share it with your friends if you want. I don't care. Do what you will. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on Magic forums. Do you think they're dead? They're going away? They've been dead for a while? Or do you think they're actually here to stay? I'd love to hear your thoughts. So give me a comment down below. Let's have a discussion. And if you want, come over to my Discord. I'm looking to grow it. We're very, very small. We're not very active right now. But I'd love for you to come join us. And maybe we can build that up as a community, and I'm very open to suggestions on growing that Discord server. It's Magic in the Moment. The link is in the description of this video, along with the Facebook page that goes along with how I'm doing Magic these days. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you everyone who watched the last video, my Orphic Plus review. You can check that out. And we have a conversation over there as well. But we will catch you in the next video. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon. Peace.